How many Instagram followers and pics do you have? Favorite Starbucks drink? These seem like pretty common people questions to me. Hi guys, my name is Shani and I'm doing the white girl tag. Yeah, my parents are like, well, they're both African American, but I grew up in like 10 different neighborhoods. I mean, most of them just had a lot of different kinds of people in them, but a lot of them were mostly white. So yeah, so I'm basically just white. Let's get something straight. If I was born in Japan and then I grew up there, then I would definitely be Japanese. But if I grew up in Chinatown in America, that wouldn't make me Chinese. Which is the same as saying if I grew up in an all-white neighborhood, but I'm still African American, that wouldn't make me white. You've probably guessed, but this video isn't really a white girl tag. It's a response to a YouTuber that uploaded a video today that made me pretty angry. The comments were disabled on the video, so the description of the video says, if you assume I'm being offensive, exit this video please. If something's offensive, I for one am gonna say or do something about it. So exactly what happened is, in this video that I watched, a girl was doing a white girl tag and she started off the video by saying, I pretty much live in an all-white neighborhood, so that basically makes me white. For those of you who think this video is offensive, it's not supposed to be offensive. It's just kind of like joking around, just about stereotypes, like how white girls like Starbucks and stuff like that. So I'm white if I like Starbucks. Stop right there, YouTuber whose name I'm not gonna say. Your video brought up a lot more problems and controversies and important issues than you may have realized. It's possible that the YouTuber who made this video really didn't understand what she was doing, and I don't know nearly everything at all. But in school, in high school, I did learn a lot about race and stereotypes. The first place that this person went wrong was saying that the video is not supposed to be offensive. I'm sorry, but you can't make a video about stereotypes without being offensive. So I'm gonna explain all the problems I have with the white girl tag, specifically the one I watched today. Number one, the white girl tag, or the common white girl tag, is all about stereotypes. Stereotypes put people in boxes. That's just what they do. They say basically what someone's supposed to be like or what they are like. I'm gonna give you an example of a few stereotypes. If you're African American, you definitely love listening to rap music. You definitely love playing basketball. You definitely love pulling out guns and shooting people. You definitely aren't as smart as the other people around you, and you are probably gonna go to jail once or twice in your life. If you're Asian, your parents are really strict. If you're Asian, you are really smart. You get straight A's. If you're white, you talk like this. Yeah, so I'm like totally gonna go to the store and like, I don't know, I'm gonna stop right there because I'm pretty sure I just offended about 1 million different people just in that last run-on sentence, because stereotypes are not true. They're true for a lot of people, but the point is they're also not true for a lot of people. They give certain people a certain image. A lot of the times, people are not like their stereotypes say they are. Number two, this tag forms cliques. It leaves people out. Oftentimes, underneath the video, they tag a bunch of people who they think should do the tag as well. So I don't really know how it works. Do you like go through your subscription box and like tag everyone who's white? Do you tag everyone who acts white? Number three, I'm pretty sure all white girls do not like Starbucks. Number four, skin color is only skin deep. Maybe you've heard this a lot of times. Maybe you've never heard it. I'm going to tell you the facts. I took anthropology last semester. What I learned was scientists cannot track the history of skin color because there's no Nothing about our skin color survives, it's only skin deep. That was pretty much the main thing my anthropology teacher wanted to get across. Race isn't biological at all. It's just not. So me and a person born all the way on the other side of the world in, say, Korea, if that's on the other side of the, in, say, Korea, we could have more things in common biologically than another African American person, say, down the street. Intelligence, talent, capability, interests, hobbies, all things like that, hard skills, soft skills, are not connected to race at all. It's been scientifically proven. There are a lot of other factors that go into that, like your environment, what family you're raised in, where you're raised, things like that, but it has nothing to do with race. Number 5, what's with the questions? How do you usually style your hair? In a bun? Do you wear makeup every day? What are your average grades in school? Are you a shopaholic? How many times have you watched Mean Girls? Are you racist? Do you ever say LOL or OMG out loud? How many Instagram followers and pics do you have? How many selfies do you take on a daily basis? Favorite Starbucks drink? These seem like pretty common people questions to me. If you guys were curious, which you probably weren't. Well, my favorite Starbucks drink, I'd have to choose between green tea frappuccino and ice mocha. How many selfies do I take on a daily basis? Do you ever say LOL or OMG out loud? I say OMG about 25 times a day. And I don't know why, oh God. Are you racist? No. Heavens no. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Joey Graceffa, It's Judy's Life. How many times have you watched Mean Girls? Like 20 times. Do you take pictures of your food before you eat it? Yep. Do you wear makeup every day? Nope. Do you always look presentable? Nope. Okay. Number 6. My story. I didn't believe that there was still racism in America until about a year ago. I learned some things in school. Yeah, I just didn't believe it before then. And I also didn't really realize that segregation only ended about really not that long ago at all. I just never really made the connection in my head. Anyway, I grew up pretty colorblind because that's how I was raised to be. And so I've never really, I don't know, consciously I guess, judged people by the color of their skin. And I always just assumed that people were doing the same for me. And I hope that they are. But yeah, you know, that's not the reality everywhere. My parents really, really care a lot about breaking stereotypes, and they really, really care a lot about raising us to be positive, and they're just trying to be good parents. In my family, we don't really watch movies with African American people in them, at least as main characters, because you can't really find a positive movie about African American people. That was a really general statement, but it's true, I promise you. If you know of a positive movie, please put it below. I mean, I can probably name the only ones I've ever seen. And I mean, nobody gets killed or shoots anybody. You know what I mean. Anyway, pretty much the media in general is like making sure that African American people are always viewed the same way. I'm talking about music and the radio. Rap music. Excuse me. Pretty much. So many times earlier in my life, I heard people talking about me behind my back and in front of me saying, "You act like a white girl. Oh, you're like such a white girl. Oh, blah blah blah. Shani, yeah, she acts like a white girl, blah blah. She talks like a white girl." Yeah, in my head, I never really let it faze me. I've heard that my whole life. I'm really, really sick and tired of it. But, that's where the world is at right now. Like, if you talk a certain way, you're white. Because all African American people have to talk a certain way. And I don't know, talking a lot about African American people, but this kind of thing applies to a lot of people all around the world. For your information, I'm not white just because I talk like this. I'm still African American. Yeah, The world already puts everyone in boxes. Now YouTubers are putting each other in boxes too. I'm looking at other tags, other white girl tags, and oftentimes in the description, for instance, this person, Infinite Glamour, right from the top it says, if you're going to get offended, spare me. To say, don't get offended or whatever, you're pretty much just insensitive to the fact of how big this issue is. Unfortunately, many people won't watch this video. The media will continue to portray African American people negatively, and just like racism in America, the belief in stereotypes isn't going away anytime soon. But yeah, I feel a lot better after making this. I mean, I was pretty much angry all day. I've included a few links below of different videos showing how little kids are affected by stereotypes. For instance, there's a video of one girl at the age of 4. She has 2 Barbie dolls in front of her. One is a white doll and one is a black doll. And she's asked which one is the bad doll, because it's a test, it's an experiment. She and a lot of other kids pointed to the black doll right away. These videos in the description, they might open your eyes to something. Next time you think about making a video called the white girl tag or the common white girl tag, maybe you should reconsider and call it I'm using myself as an example here, the Shani Drake tag or the me tag, because little girls and boys watch your videos. And as the next generation of adults and as very influential people in the media world, if you have a lot of subscribers and get a lot of views, it's not our jobs to carry on stupid stereotypes. It's our jobs to stop them. If you think this video is important, please share it. If you identify as white or black, it doesn't matter. My point of making this video wasn't about race and whether it's good to be one race and bad to be another, or you should identify as something. It's not the point. My point was stereotypes. Just making that clear. And thanks for watching.